Ladies and gentlemen, we are Elements. Elements is about changing the future of children's educational toys.
The Elements team is made up of students from a wide range of backgrounds, with all a passion for success. What we may lack in experience, we make up for in determination, audacity, and innovation.
But as with every business, we had to start somewhere. And unfortunately for us at the start, we had nothing.
We had no money, which meant no startup capital for us to get the ball rolling with.
We had no experience of working as a business team, but this was sure to change.
And finally, we had no idea. What were we going to sell? And where would we start?
You're right, Sam. Where do we start?
I'll tell you, Alex. We each invested £10 to gain £250 of share capital.
Getting everyone to part of £10 was like open wallet surgery.
This was invested into our primary fundraiser, the Tuck Shop.
The Tuck Shop raised a total profit of £1,270.
As well as this, we also held a car wash making £150 and raised a further £30 through a football match.
So, let's go back in time a bit, shall we?
Have we got the money now? I think we have.
What about experience? Working together on the Tuck Shop really helped us become a team.
But of course, we still didn't have a product. But after weeks of brainstorming and discussing, we then had the next big thing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our product, Jig-Story.
Jig-Story is a groundbreaking fusion between learning and having fun. Aimed at children aged 3 to 9 years old, we have uniquely combined the concept of storytelling with jigsaw puzzles.
Our team of artists created hand-drawn pictures of London, Sydney, Paris, and Madagascar, as well as fun, easy-to-read stories for each location.
Each Jig story includes our two aliens, Zorgi and Fizz, as they travel around the world to these different locations.
The story was split into sections and then printed onto each piece of the puzzle. As the puzzle comes together, so does the story.
This involves both kinesthetic and visual learning techniques. These have proven, when combined, to be both a fun and effective way of helping even the most reluctant child learn to read.
Each Jig story comes with a handmade bag.
So, on to the figures. 2 weeks ago, our sales were £350.
Now, given the potential of Jig-Story, we realised this just wasn't enough. We weren't reaching our target market.
Our solution was simple: expand our marketing to primary schools.
Since then, we've sold over 70 puzzles to local schools and raised over £800 in total sales.
So, let's take a look at the finances, shall we? Our current selling price is £7.99 per item. Our unit cost is £4.77. This means we make a gross margin of £3.22 and a net margin of £2.58.
To finish our current stock, we need to sell 104 more units, bringing our predicted total revenue, including the Tuck Shop, to £4,628. Our overall operational profit will be £2,029.
We've also had many opportunities to expand Jig-Story. For instance, we planned on introducing a new Easter-themed Jig-Story.
However, we had to consider our cash flow, and thus there was a battle between the Easter Bunny and our money supply. We made the logical decision of prioritising our cash flow. This resulted in a not-so-happy Easter Bunny, but it meant that we wouldn't go into debt.
However, over the past few weeks, we made a lot of sales, increasing cash flow.
But, with all the potential for Jig-Story, there are still a few issues that are preventing us from progressing.
To be able to sell to retailers, we need a patent on our product, and this costs money. Quite a bit of money.
To establish Jig-Story as a brand, we will need significant financing. This can be established, and once it is, the possibilities are endless.
So, how can we expand Jig-Story? Well, we can introduce new locations and even have puzzles in different languages.
As well as this, we're also looking into getting a floor puzzle being made. It's Jig-Story on a whole different scale.
What about historical puzzles? We could write stories about historical events to help inform children.
And of course, by selling to retailers, we'll have a much larger market, increasing sales.
So, how has the Young Enterprise Scheme helped us this year?
Well, we've enhanced our ability to work as a team, become more motivated, and improved our organisational skills.
We've gained leadership skills, dealt with increased responsibility, and most of all, we've had a lot of fun.
On top of all of this, we've begun working with the charity Click Ruchiga to help aid the town of Ruchiga in Uganda.
We will donate 10% of our profit to the charity, and we were already organising sending puzzles to their school.
There is so much potential for Jig-Story, and we aim to make the most of it. But if we have helped just one child to read, we feel it's all been worthwhile.
Thank you very much for your time. We hope you can help us incorporate Jig-Story into the lives of children and schools.